All right, guys. Our top 10 today was given to us by the prepared artist. It is top 10 Gooner games. They're going like, oh, God, these guys. These
Hey,
guys
it's
are.
a very relative subject that we've
Yeah.
been talking about.
Yeah.
Plus, it goes good with Stellar Blade's PC release,
Yep. That's true.
which is doing crazy numbers on
Mm-hmm.
Steam right now because the mods,
Oh, yeah.
those
Boy.
mods. All right,
I went first last time. It's your turn.
I know. We're gonna take this kind of slowly. Make
Okay.
sure we got pictures, okay?
Okay.
Pictures, right, Grant?
Okay. I don't have any, but you know.
I know. I got you. Don't worry.
All right.
I know you're fucking worthless,
But
but
here's
it's
the
okay.
thing is, we probably got a lot of the same ones. So, you know.
Yeah, we probably do. I had so many on my list that I was very hard to. This was
Wait, what? Say that
it's
again.
very hard to.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
very
not what you said.
hard
That's not what you said.
to.
You said I was very hard. I was like, whoa, what's going on here?
It's very hard to put together a list, except for my number 1 and 2. But I got one.
Okay.
All right, Grant. My number 10.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic game, Kojima with the home run here. It's Metal Gear Solid 5.
Okay.
The Phantom Pain.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet.
Okay.
Let me tell you, Kojima knows exactly what he was doing with Quiet.
He's a fellow gooner. Is that what you're saying?
Kojima is a fellow gooner. And you can't prove me, or you can't tell me otherwise. So, let me pull this up. Metal Gear. Here we go. So, Quiet throughout the entire game, well, there's different aspects of the game, I would say. So, you got your kind of when you get her, because she's an enemy combatant, right? And you're doing this like sniper thing with her. She's shooting you and you're trying to get her. But once you capture her, you put her in a cage. Let me tell you, Grant, he was not shy to show off her body when she was in that prison cell or cage, because she would have movements. She would be either, taking I would say, shower, or, wiping herself off or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And her moves were very suggestive.
Okay.
So let me pull this image up.
Uh-oh.
And then I'll get to the other part that Kojima knew exactly what he was doing with it. All right, so let me go to this. All right. There's another part in the game, Grant, that you're in the helicopter or plane. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a helicopter. But she is bending over, talking to you. And basically her main assets there, her boobs were right in your face.
Oh.
So you would bend over and stretch in front of you. But this, Grant, Quiet, is probably, I would say, one of the more iconic. But he also lets you know where Kojima, as a smart game developer he is, why he added her in Phantom Pain 5.
Okay.
Or, excuse me, Metal Gear Solid 5.
So, I don't have a long story to go with each one of my picks, like Ed.
Well, I'm just telling you, I played the game.
I understand. So, here's the thing.
I got to excite upon and, expand upon it.
So, I'm going to let Ed do all the expanding on his, and I'm just going to give you mine. My number 10 is straight up Soul Calibur, and it is Ivy. Oh, boy. I'm waiting for the picture.
Well, I got to pull it up because you don't have it ready.
Well, here's the thing is,
that's how this works, Grant. I got to pull it up because you never have shit ready.
So when this game came out, this game was very voluptuous. And I could have picked from a lot of them, but Ivy is the most iconic.
Yes.
And she was very, how do they say, chesty.
Yeah, I would say so. She was on another one of ours, right? Top 10 boobs.
That. I mean, what can you say? And I don't have this long. I don't have like a Nobel Prize speech like Ed had on his. Oh yes.
Let me stop screen sharing. There it goes. All right. Yeah, Ivy's a good one. Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur. I would say the Soul Calibur
What?
series in general.
Oh yeah.
Soul Calibur series in general.
That's not what you said. You said Soul Calibur blah.
What?
You said Soul Calibur blah.
I did. All right, Grant. My number 9.
All right. Okay, here we go. Let's get around, kids, as we tell another story.
Grant, there was a Resident Evil.
Oh yeah.
That didn't release too long ago.
I know. I got it on mine. Oh yes, buddy. It's actually my number 9 as well. It's crazy.
It didn't release too long ago, but it gave us an iconic character in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Lady Dimitrescu?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. That's it. That's number 9.
All right. Let me tell you, Grant.
The mods
It was not even
crazy.
It wasn't even just her. She also had daughters. Well, so-called daughters, right? The vampire girls.
Mm-hmm.
All that encapsulates in Resident Evil Village is like probably, I would say, Capcom's actually pretty known for putting attractive females most of the time, in their Resident Evil.
True.
What was it? Resident Evil 5? Yeah, Resident Evil 4 or 5. But yeah, so I mean, like, this is an iconic character, and there's a lot of mods that go to this character if you play the PC version.
Oh yeah, indeed. Remember that one where she was like super giant?
Yeah, well, they made her ass even bigger.
Yeah, dude. It was just like...
Yeah, let me pull up a picture. But she is, and her daughters were hot too.
Yeah.
Here we go. But yeah, dude, like, this is a very, I would say, very popular. When this game released, that character became very, very popular in all sorts of types of media, I would say.
Yeah.
All right, let me, here we go. But yeah, dude, and her daughters.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh look. Oh, okay. I thought it was PC Gamer that said that. I was about to say, can't be talking about smutting and make something like this. But it was not. It's just PC Games.
Go ahead.
That was my number 9. Same one.
God.
Well, hey, I'm sorry. I told you we were going to have some of the same ones.
All right. Do you have anything to add?
I remember the one where they made her like really big, like giant. And like everything else was giant too. Right. Oh, and she was wearing like just a bra and a thong. That's all she was wearing.
Yeah.
These models.
My next one, Grant. I was kind of debating on this one. Because I think it was kind of like there, But dude, God of War. Classic God of War series. Where it would literally show like him getting on the bed with a bunch of naked girls.
Yeah.
And you just hear the bed rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you hear everything.
Kratos was putting it down.
So I would say the God of War classic series.
Okay.
Is my number 8. God of War classic. Because I mean, really, that was like, it was definitely not made for kids. Because the girls were naked, and you could hear them basically having sex with a bunch of whores at the same time. All right, go ahead.
Ed, it's a game that came out in the early 2000s. This game was called Blood Rain.
I remember Blood Rain.
And the chick's name is Rain. And she was a vampire. And she was hot. And this was during the whole Blade vampire craze or whatever. Oh yeah, look at Kratos. Even the graphics are... Well, the graphics are all right then.
They're all right. They're all right. That's a cutscene. It's good. Blood Rain.
Why do we have 3 screens up? There's like 17 screens up.
I'll remove them. Give me a second. See, look at that.
There we go.
Blood Rain, like, I remember they made a movie of this, didn't they? Some crappy movie.
Yeah.
I don't even think the actors look good or something. I can't remember. But yeah, Blood Rain's a classic, dude.
Yep.
You really can't go wrong with that. Okay. I actually had Blood Rain on one of my runner-ups, but didn't make my top 10. All right, Grant. My number 7. My number 7 is Tomb Raider. Lara Croft.
You went with the OG that low, huh?
Yep.
Okay, I understand.
I'll tell you. You'll see why
I
later.
got you. I got you.
Because you're talking about gooning games. Yeah, that was one of the original ones. But they upped the gooning.
They did up the gooning.
They upped it. So Lara Croft, Tomb Raider, is my number 7. I mean, it's just a classic character. The origin of, I mean, not really the origin, but one of the first like big sex appeal characters in the video game, I would say. Mm-hmm. You know, they kind of have ruined her ever since, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well, they just can't get her right for some reason.
So number 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go with Mortal Kombat. And we're mainly talking about Melina, Katana, and Jade.
You're talking about the older Mortal Kombat, right? Like 9?
Yeah, definitely.
Not the new.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yes. And I would even say the ones on, what was it, the Deadly Alliance? Those are I think that's Jiggle Physics was in that a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
But these are so iconic because people actually cosplay them a lot. You'll see them at Comic-Con, Lord have mercy, Halloween, yes please. So those Mortal Kombat characters, and maybe, well, we'll take that back. Sonya Blade. So here's the thing: is they made Sonya Blade terrible at the beginning, but then they started sexing her up, right? And she started getting on there too. Now you just forgot because she was a little older.
Remove that. Here you go.
Trying to find the right one.
No, this is MK1. No, it's decent.
Okay, that's fine. But hey, yeah, that's good.
Like Katana, like all those older versions, like it wasn't until like the new MK that they really fucked up a lot of character designs and what made them popular. Yeah. I mean, be real. We all know what made these characters popular.
That's right.
They put sex appeal on them, and then they got away from that.
Yep. I mean, here's the thing: is it's their fault because whenever they made these characters, they won like a onesie. Remember that in Mortal Kombat 2? They're just wearing it would be considered like a bathing suit, right? I mean, they're the ones that started putting them in like string bikinis, and then that's their fault. They did that. Don't blame us. Y'all did it.
Yeah. All right. What are we on? Number 6 now?
6, yeah.
Grant, I got to go with Lollipop Chainsaw.
Okay.
This was
that's out of left field.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Well, I mean, I'm not talking about. I mean, the remake, whatever. But like when the original game, came out, like this was the first. Like, well, it's not the first, but it really put the emphasis on the female design, right? She was in a cheerleader outfit.
Juliet, yeah.
Yeah, and they pretty much everything you wanted, like a male fantasy. The game director, the designer, knew exactly what they were doing with this character. Yeah. And I think they even had jiggle physics on there a little bit. But I mean, this is very iconic. But then they came out with the remake, remaster, whatever. And it didn't hit as well as it used to. You know what I mean? It's still good. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, no.
Still great. All right. But yeah, here we go. The Lollipop Chainsaw, dude. This was, I would say, not an OG, but it's definitely one of the top gooning games. Go ahead.
We're going to go to the Mass Effect series. When Miranda Lawson.
Yeah, I had her on one of my top 10s. She was really, I would say, her character, the voice actress, and how they made her like move, like her, I would say, her personality. They made her like really sexy in the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miranda Lawson was iconic. That was another runner-up for me.
Gotcha.
Let me pull it up. Oh yeah. Damn. Those are
Right?
some mods right there. I can't put those up. They put some mods on her. This is the original shot.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Rand Lawson, good character.
The mods.
Yeah. All right, Grant.
Top 5 is going to get to the good stuff.
Yeah, I would say so. This was really hard, at least for me, for the top 5, because I think all these could be number one.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a number one out of everything. Anyway, so Grant, my number 5 is 2B.
Wow.
Near
Okay.
Automata.
Yeah. Wow, that's low.
Nah. We're talking about gooning. Like, she is iconic.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with 2B there. But there's others that are.
Yes.
There's others. All right, so let me pull up 2B. This is just a snapshot. But yeah, 2B, dude. I mean, first off, the game's fantastic. Such a great game. Square Enix did something that you haven't touched it since.
That's how it usually works.
But 2B, I mean, just in general, has always been, they made the character model sexy, badass. Everything a gamer would want in a game like this.
Yeah.
But this game was like the soundtrack was awesome, combat was awesome, story was great. But she really made it what it is. Just the character herself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My number 5 is the original Lara Croft. Then we had to go with the OG, the one that started it all.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it, buddy.
Yeah.
I see it. All those pixel ones. I mean, like you had to use your imagination back then.
Yeah, I know. That was the whole thing.
People don't understand that. Like when we had these horrible pixels back then, this is not even it. This is more a enhanced version. But those pixels, you had to use your imagination. There's a fan remake that is leaving the good stuff in. Nice. Oh. All right. That's pretty good. Iconic character. All right, Grant. Number 4. All right, my number 4, Grant, is Cyberpunk.
Okay.
All right. First off, you literally have sex in the game, and they show it.
Okay.
It's kind of like another game that I'm going to say later. But Cyberpunk 2077, it is there. I mean, it is a gooning game. Doesn't matter what your sexuality is, they have it for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I don't think they got furries in there, but they got other stuff. All right. But yeah, this is Cyberpunk. That's for everyone.
Yeah.
It's for everyone. Go ahead.
What is it, number 4?
Number 4.
Number 4, Yennefer.
The fuck you know about Yennefer, bruh?
Well, I'm sorry, I took your girl. That's your girl.
The fuck you know about Yennefer?
I know what it looks like.
Yennefer, I mean, of course, everyone knows the iconic sex or the unicorn scene, right? With Yennefer and Geralt.
Mm-hmm.
But Yennefer, like, how they made her look in The Witcher 3, dude, was fucking amazing. One of the best female character designs you can possibly do. So hats off to CD Projekt Red there. Hopefully they continue that streak like they have with their past 2 games. But if they're going to that character model from the tech demo for Ciri, that is a good direction.
It's a good direction.
Because you made her look like Ciri. Ciri's pretty. She is attractive. She was like that in Witcher 3. And if they go with that character design from the tech demo, then they did a good job. All right. You said Yennefer, right?
Yep.
Yennefer. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, Yennefer. The actress looks good in The Witcher. series, but they didn't do Yennefer justice. I don't think.
Well, I will
Like
say this.
it would be very hard to find an actress like that.
I
But
will say this: they made her hot when they redid her, like when she was all
oh
transformed.
well, yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
get
still.
that. I'm just saying the actress in general.
Well, here, no. I guess what I'm saying.
She's a good looking
What
girl,
I'm
but
saying. I know what I'm
it
saying
didn't
is
seem like Yennefer to me.
I know this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I didn't know she
And
looked like.
Triss,
I didn't know she looked like that.
huh?
Like I didn't know that the girl who played her,
Yeah.
like that was like what is it, the extreme makeover.
All right, number 3.
You sound all depressed about it. Good guy. Number 3.
Well, because I got so many more. I got to do my runner ups, dude.
Okay.
I got some good ones.
Okay.
Anyway, so
All right,
my number 3.
General Goon, go ahead.
All right. Anyway, so Witcher 3 is my number 3,
Okay.
but not just because of Yennefer. We're talking
Okay.
about gooning games.
Yeah.
Geralt's a fucking pimp, dude. Listen, like you had Triss, you had Yennefer, you had some other witch, you had the whore houses. I mean, the game, it was you could have sex. You had sex so many different times.
Yeah.
But the main female leads in the game were all they were very sexy.
Mm-hmm.
And CD Projekt Red, they made them like that. All right, let's be real. But Triss, I liked Triss. I thought she was cool. I mean, Yennefer's of course the OG right there. But Triss and a few others in the game, they did a good job. And really, it is one of the premier gooning games ever made. Go ahead.
Number 3, Ed. It's Nier Automata for me.
Okay. 2B.
Yep.
Yeah, can't go wrong with 2B. Can't go wrong with 2B. 2B's awesome. One of the best. All right. All right, Grant. I had to put this game because this Korean team that's been working on this game and gives us seasons and updates and all that stuff.
It's my number 2 as well.
Their purpose is to give you. I mean, they are themselves gooners. I mean, they got to be. I mean, they every single one of them. They made this game. I mean, I like the game. I play it every time a new season pops up. I like it. I might play for other reasons, but the First Descendant.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Their sole purpose is to give you fine females. They had jiggle physics before, like Bunny and stuff. They had it before, but they made even more jiggle physics.
I know. I mean, it's like real.
They put in a patch to give you even more. Like the sole purpose of them was just to fucking make more jiggle physics.
I wonder if they did scientific research on jiggle physics.
And every patch and everything, they give you new skin, Grant.
No.
The skin is even more skimpier than before, and it adds a little bit more effect to it.
And then you have
almost every single character they bring in a season is some fine girl. Every now and then they'll bring, a guy in there, but usually it's a girl though.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So the First Descendant.
That's my number 2 as well. We probably got the same number 1.
I'm gonna bring up, of course, everyone knows Bunny. So I'm gonna just do a picture of Bunny. But yeah, so she was the first one that was like, holy crap, because you got the ultimate bunny skin, and this is what it looks like when the game first released. You had this. But they got even more crazy with the Grant. They got even more crazy with it.
Yeah. I mean, this could easily be number 1. I mean, it could be.
Yeah, I mean, there's some runner-ups I was debating.
Overall.
Like, I could have put those runner-ups as number 1, really, of the ones I'm going to show you later. But yeah, I mean, but the First Descendant, I mean, their sole money-making strategy is around the attractive female body.
Yeah.
That is what they do. And they're not going to get away from that. Like, they're probably going to add more jiggle physics.
Yeah.
They're going to be the point that your head's shaking when you're playing the game because everything's just bouncing. All right. I mean, you can't. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no.
I mean, there's not many mainline games like this.
Correct.
They go hard, and you don't need mods. I mean, I'm sure some people can go crazy with it.
Nah,
You don't need mods
everything.
for this game.
No, they mod everything.
This was your number 2, you said?
That was my number 2. We got the same number 1. We got the same number 1.
Dude, I was like, I have to go with this one. There's no other way. I mean, there's no other. I mean, I got some other ones that, I was like, man, I need to get those in my top 10, but I couldn't. All right. Because, I mean, they're well-played games, but whatever. Anyway, so, Grant, my number 1 is Eve. Stellar Blade.
That's it.
I mean,
she's the new what's it good? I'm trying to think of a good word I could use. I'll think of something. I'll think of a new crowning name for her.
The game's fun. They continue to patch it. They update it. But Eve is just one of the best female game characters designs. I mean,
and the mods have gone crazy over this.
I mean, not even including the mods, but yeah, the mods make it even crazier.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let me pull up Eve. But, I mean, there's skins. There's so many skins. They patch it. They add so much content. They have a 2B version of Eve, too, man. That's like, that's the gold standard right there.
Hold on. You know what they should do? I got an idea. They should make a poster, right? Mm-hmm. And they should put her on the Dune poster, right? But instead of take off the D and add a G.
Yeah. Here we go. This is the 2B version. I mean, like, this is just money. Like, they know what they're doing.
They know exactly.
They're going to just the 2B version. This 2B outfit that came out, it sold very well. Let me just tell you. Here you go. It sold very well, Grant.
Yeah,
that's not a good picture though.
Yeah. No. It's a good picture.
I mean, it's a good picture, but it's kind of fuzzy. Here, let me get another one. Can't go out with that. Can't go out with that, Grant. Damn, they had a bunch of mods.
Well, what they don't understand is, I mean, well, they do understand. Men are the biggest simps on the planet. I mean, the male species overall. They're just simps. Especially nowadays with like OnlyFans out. These girls are making money hand over fist. They can literally, listen to me. One girl, a moderate girl, just a mid, like a 6 or a 7, can put on this outfit. She'll make a killing. Every guy that is in love with this girl would throw all their money at her.
2B is one of the most popular cosplays. Eve is too, but Eve is kind of like there's a lot of different outfits you can do. My runner-ups, Grant, I have so many. I played.
I'm on there. Let me go off the top of my head. Let me do 2. I got 2 off the top of my head.
All right, well, go ahead.
And I'm just putting the Final Fantasy series in there, and I mainly mean Lulu and
Tifa. I mean, Tifa's a given, right?
Yeah.
I didn't want to add her because it's not really like she's made to be sexy, but it's not like.
It depends. I don't know that dress choice. They gave you an option.
Oh yeah, that blue dress. Yeah,
they gave you a choice.
That's funny because that's the conservative option.
Yeah, I know.
And that's like the sexier out of the choices, I think. I gotta go Snowbreak Containment.
Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of that game?
Yes, I have actually.
It's a gacha game, anime game, but Grant.
Oh yeah, they like the Genshin Impact games and all those. They go hard on those.
The Genshin Impact's very, they kind of, that's more tame.
Yeah.
But this Snowbreak Containment, go look up pictures of that. I don't want to pull a bunch of pictures, but the animations are very provocative. Mm-hmm. Like the animations of them interacting with your character. I mean, they're very Asian massage parlor.
Oh yeah,
leading. You know what I mean? Like it's pretty crazy. Yeah, the creator is the 3rd richest man in Korea. I mean, he's got to be. He's got to be. Prepared Artist says. All right.
Let me throw out another one. Every female in Street Fighter 4 Every single one of them.
Yeah.
All of them. That whole game.
What's the other? Zenless Zone Zero.
Yeah.
A lot of, very, I would say.
You tried to play that game, didn't you?
I played it for a little bit. I just can't get in those gotcha games, man.
Yeah.
What else? Oh my God! Why didn't we think of this one? This is like the ultimate Gooner series. Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball, Extreme
That's
Beach
true.
Volleyball.
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
what the hell?
Yeah, I didn't think about it just
Every
because
one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You said Mass Effect. What other?
It should be Ass Effect.
Yeah. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 4, you can kind of. There's some strip clubs, risque stuff in that. You could make a case. What else?
Like the Gooning games have really gotten like blown up over the last 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. Mainly from the East, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, we have Wu Chang coming out. That character, that female character in that, they sexed her up quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
But you have so many. I mean, I like the sexiest character I've seen so far that for a game coming out is what's her name? The girl that is in Tides of Annihilation.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like she's not gooned out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's sexy. Like
Yeah.
she has just a very moderate look to her, but like that she's that dangerous kind of sexy. Man, what else, dude? What else? I'm trying to think. But I mean, there's quite a bit coming out now because the East has.
You can pinpoint characters. I mean, you can.
Well, yeah, you can do characters, but I'm just saying like overall game, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, the East has so many about to drop with the attractive female lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the different skins because
Stellar Blade's the GOAT right now.
What does China do? They copy, right?
Yep.
They copy. Try to make something. They take a concept, expand upon it, what would make money, and they come out with that, right? Yeah, that's a good one. Prepared artist Nikkei got us a victory. Yeah, but like they've seen Stellar Blades a success, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now they're taking the concept of Eve and add it into, like legit video games, and that's their blueprint now, and it's going to sell.
Yeah, it's smart.
And that's kind of like what they're doing. Wu Chang.
Yeah.
Got it. Dude, I mean, like, this is not a Gooner game, but Black Myth Wukong had the very beautiful spider ladies that they can. And if you saw the motion, the actresses that played the motion capture for these characters in the game, like, beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
They look just like the character that they are in the game.
How come some of these companies can't get the motion capture visuals correct?
Yeah. But dude, anyway, let's take this picture off.
Your wife's gonna walk in like, what's going on in here?
I know, right?